During the Middle Ages, almost everything was handmade by a skilled artisan or craftsman. However, those arts were slowly lost over the centuries. Many are now being rediscovered by artists who desire to keep alive the traditions of a time long past. The Society for Creative Anachronism is a place where many of these artists can meet, practice their skills, and pass along their valuable knowledge to fellow members.
I do pretty well everything that's done in the Society. I do a lot of wood carving, glass work, armoring, weaponsmithing, leather working, costuming, calligraphy and illumination, brewing. The list is long and endless. Some of the things I learned just by reading information that I found in books available through people in the Society, sometimes attending seminars or collegiums to learn, take classes. A bit of both, basically, learning from other people and then self-taught in some things. Teaches another. A lot of times you'll have someone apprentice to somebody or join a household that shares similar interests, and they'll learn from the members in the household.
Easiest way to get you that put the shuttle through like that, amp it down, then switch your places.
My mundane name is Amy Diane Lang. I go by Diane, even though some people don't like that. And my society name is Her Ladyship Antonia de Lotharingia. And Her Ladyship is an earned title because I've got a JAM, which means basically that I'm really good at arts and sciences, and the kingdom level decided to award me with an award, the Jam de Lion, or the Leg of the Lion. I'm a university student at the theater department in the University of Regina. And I'm a costume major, so that kind of connects into the society. I do a lot of arts and sciences. I paint in oils. I just started painting in oils. I do period reproductions, or am getting into that. I do embroidery, I do needlepoint, I do calligraphy. I do a lot of dressmaking, which is obvious from the costume design program that I'm in. You name it, I try my hand in it.
My name is Dirk DeLint, and I don't really do anything for a living by modern society standards. I'm a student, and I've got a BA in history and a BA in psychology, and I'm getting a Bachelor of Education degree currently. My persona is Kedrick van Keisterzijl, Elder of Avakal, Sergeant of Borealis, head of the household of Familia Keisterzijlis, Lieutenant of the household Darklighter, Seneschal of the Shire Sigilhundus, and past champion of heavy fighting and rapier fighting of the Shire. My big one's calligraphy, really. It was something that I was doing like almost since I could write. I just stumbled on the whole concept of calligraphy and thought, hey, that's pretty. And I'd let it slip, and then a few years later I'd sort of go back to it. So when I joined the SCA and it was something people actually wanted to see some of, I started building up the ability again. I also do embroidery. I do a little bit of fletching in connection with the whole archery thing. I wouldn't say I'm that great at it, but it's something I can do, and the arrows go where I want them to, so it's not entirely without talent. And of course, sewing, a bit of armoring. I disclaim any ability in metalworking fields, and if I had my helmet in the house, you could see that it's a big piece of steel that goes over your head, but that's about all I can say about it. But I do work reasonably well with leather for armor. Done some chainmail, which anyone who's got the use of their hands can do. And probably the odd other thing that just doesn't spring to mind in, the sitting and reeling them off situation we find ourselves in here.
But the thing about the society that, yes, it's such a hands-on thing. When I teach a class, I'll bring handouts and show things, and sometimes when I teach, say, finger weaving or card weaving, I'll bring the things along and hand them out, and everybody can try it, because I find it's a lot easier to learn when you've actually got the things in your hands and you're doing it, because it's more, instead of going from a person's mouth to your brain, it's going from a person's mouth to your brain, to your hands, back to your brain again. And since we are an educational society, it's very important that we take an educational point of view, and this is such a good way. And some of the classes that you can learn so much more than just from a book also. Books are a good source too, but if you actually see it and understand it, that's a lot more important than the written word, definitely.